In this video, I want to give a brief introduction to the Idris library Rekenaar. Rekenaar provides solvers for commutative monoids. Here's one example of what Rekenaar can do for you. Given two equivalent terms of type NAT involving literals, variables, and the plus operation, Rekenaar can prove at compile time that the values are equal. To understand why that's useful, let's jump over to another project. What we have here is an amalgam of dependently typed functional data structures. One of the simplest structures here is OrderedVect. This data structure is like Data.Vect, except that the type ensures that the vector is always sorted. Let's go ahead and open that file. We're interested in the rewrite statements. There are a few of them. They are an annoyance because they are both tedious to write and also difficult to read. Rekenaar allows us to automate the writing part, and it results in rewrite statements that are easier to read than handcrafted ones. I went ahead and opened the package file. What we want to do here is add Rekenaar as a dependency. There. Simple as that. More detailed installation instructions are available on the Rekenaar website. Next, we'll use Rekenaar to tidy up the OrderedVect file. First, we need to import Rekenaar. We also need to enable the elaborator reflection language feature. Now, let's go through the rewrite statements again. There's two here, then there's two more here. Here we have three more, and then the last one's down here. Rewrite code tends to be quite ugly. Part of the problem is that when you encounter rewriting logic, it tends not to be obvious what it's there for. It's as if you can see how something is being rewritten without understanding the what or the why. Using Rekenaar, we can clean this code up. If you're anything like me, you will find it hard to tell what these rewrite statements do. To find out what they do, we first turn them into comments. We then reload the file, and we patiently await the error that Idris will throw at us. So what's happening here is that Idris is expecting a value of this type, but instead, it's finding a value of this type. And upon closer inspection, you can see that Idris cannot tell that successor of m is equivalent to plus m1. We want to use Rekenaar to demonstrate to Idris that these expressions are indeed equivalent. We start by stating what we want to demonstrate. We want to demonstrate that S of m is equal to m plus 1. And we want to demonstrate this by calling our tactic nat plus refl from the Rekenaar module. We reload the file. There. I think that was pretty easy. And almost more importantly, I think that the resulting code is just a lot easier to read than what we had before. Let's now convert the remaining rewrite statements. Again, we comment out this rewrite block. And we then reload. Oops, that didn't work. But let's apply another trick that Idris programmers should be familiar with. Let's put a hole here. We reload. we can see that the dependent pair is expected, and the first value in this dependent pair should be an ordered vect of length successor of count x plus 1. The value we want to put there is this. It's y, counts with x, counts with xs. What we see here is that xs is an ordered vect of length successor of count x. This is in contrast to count x plus 1, which is here. When we count x and y onto x's, the result will be an ordered vect of type successor of, in this case, successor of count x. But we want a successor of count x plus 1. So what we want to do here is convince Idris that count x plus 1 is the same as successor of count x. Again, we delegate the proving part to Rekenaar, specifically to the script nat plus refl. We reload. Et voila, that worked. Here's the next block. We comment out the 3 lines of code, and we reload. It's clear what we have to do here. We need Idris to understand this value is equal to this. We run our nat plus refl script, and we reload. No issues there. There's only one rewrite statement remaining. We reload. We invoke our tactic. We reload again. And that's it. We successfully used Rekenaar to simplify all the rewrite statements in this file.